to Unturned. So, you guys have voted, and Paul Navarro and some other people suggested that I try to build a TIE fighter, which is crazy, but I'm gonna try it. Now, here's the only problem. So if you see this vehicle, and you see this vehicle, my graveyard of vehicles here, the number one thing you're gonna notice about them is that they're very blocky. This game is very blocky. And TIE fighters are kind of rounded in the middle. And so I have absolutely no idea how I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna try my best, but the other problem is that on a surface such as this right here, you can only build so many little blocks coming out of here that will fit on this. So if I make, let's say, out of pipes, which are these things right here, like the diagonal one, I can only put so many things on that. And so this is going to be very, very difficult to try to figure out how to do this, because the number one thing is that I don't think it's going to be drivable. There's no way it is. But two, it's going to take quite a bit of work to actually get this thing to look good. And so what I think I'm going to do is just kind of cut it and resume. If I get any cool like things that you guys can see the kind of the outline of things, then I'll show it to you. But if not, I might do a speed build type of thing. I don't know what this video is going to look like yet, so you're going to have to bear with me. We're going to try to make this work, and we'll see how it goes. So stay tuned, and let's just hope for the best. Alright, so guys, this is like pretty much near impossible to make a TIE fighter looking exactly or even close to what it actually looks like. As you can see, I mean, probably the biggest thing is getting every single one of these to be perfect. And I've already probably invested about 20 minutes into this, and this is as far as I've gotten so far. So you can see it's pretty much impossible. Also, filling in the center here is, I don't know how I'm going to do it to make it like look good. So I think I'm just going to leave this empty, because you can't like make this look perfect and fill this in. Secondly, so in like, I'm looking at a picture, and there's like an outline here that runs around this center part of the wing here. Well, I can't do that, because unless I make it completely proportional with these pipes and stuff, it's not going to work. Now, it is floating. I have hopes of it floating. And I just built like the arms that come up to the center cockpit area. But the thing is that I have no idea how I'm going to make the cockpit, because it's a circle. And that is going to be like nearly impossible to do. I'm going to try to, but then I don't even know if I can get this other side of the wing done. I mean, that took me forever to do. So we're going to try to do it. I'm going to keep cutting and filling you guys in, and you guys can track my progress. So we'll see. I mean, I don't even know how I'm going to start this. Yeah, so anyway, it's difficult, but I'm working on it. All right, that actually wasn't too bad. That took me about probably 5 minutes to do that. And as you can see, it's going to close on the other side. You know, it looks maybe a little bit more like a TIE bomber, maybe? I don't know. But I don't know how to make this 3D, and so we might go with a 2D type of shape and give it the look of a 3D type of thing from a distance. But we're pretty much close to being done. But I did want to share something with you guys. So if you're trying to build cool things like this and you're like, oh crap, how am I supposed to know what that's angled like? If you hit H and then Shift F1, you go into that first person mode. Into the first person like fly mode, and then you can actually tell what it's going to look like. So if you see how I have this angled on this side, these are two pieces of pine, and so I need to make this more like that so this one can actually work too. And so we're gonna raise it up a little bit and go into it. That looks a lot better. So then we're gonna plop that down. Now if we're on the other side, same type of deal. You're like, how am I supposed to know if it's even? Shift F1, and you can see it's a little off. And so if you get the camera position right, you'll be able to see. So that's pretty much right on. So, yeah, it's coming together. It's looking pretty good, and I just hope that I can do this other side of this wing even quicker than the last time, because that took me forever to do that. And as you can see, I had to make like scaffolding. So let's go ahead and let's actually remove these, and we can see what it looks like at this point. I'm actually surprised that I was able to do this. Okay, we got it. Because I was very concerned about my like endurance working through this. And yes, it looks like a piece of crap, but at least it's you know, at least it's coming together, and it doesn't look entirely too bad. And then once these are floating here, you can actually use these. You can like climb on top of all of this. So, all right, well, I'll get back into it and I'll resume, and hopefully when I resume, this thing will be done. Alright, so this is about as close as I can possibly get it without changing literally almost everything. I mean, you can see like this side's a little different than the other side. Without changing everything, I can't get the cockpit to look perfect, but I did achieve somewhat of a circle. The only other problem is that I would love to be able to fill in the outside here and then fill everything in so it looks cool. But the problem that I experienced was, since I built it from this side over this way, when I got over here, it was very difficult to get these to look perfect to the point. And then what I noticed, the biggest thing was, if you see over here, there is one of the pipes right here, and then these ones connecting to the center of it. Well, it's pretty much impossible to do the same thing on this side, because if let's say if I go to put down a pipe, I have to go off of one of these like center areas, and so I can't just put one down in the middle, you know, to be flat in the middle like that. It's not, there's no center point. If you could change it to the center point, that'd be fine, but there's no way to like put it like that. I had to go off of each point, and so it came to a point in the middle, which in the picture of it doesn't look as good. Also, proportional, not exactly, and I had to kind of like, so if you can see, it's kind of disguised from this corner, from this angle. I mean, it looks sweet and all, but it's very difficult to make something like this, guys, in Unturned. It's just impossible, pretty much. I'm sure if I had a lot of time, I could probably make this, but keep in mind, these are blocks, and so when you suggest something, maybe suggest something that's a little bit more blocky than this, or I'm going to wind up getting results like this every time, unless you guys are fine with this. I mean, I gave it my best effort, I think, to make it look how I want it to look, and I mean, we achieved a very close shape. Like, if you just saw this, you'd probably know what it was. I would hope so, at least. Because it's not too bad. I mean, it looks decent. You know, it's 2D, obviously, it's not 3D, but then again, you know, making it 3D would be a challenge, in even the cockpit area, at least, a challenge in and of itself. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, click that thumbs up button below. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and share this with your friends, because I would love to see people try to do better than me, because I think some people probably can. And the more people that know about this, the better. And that way we can try to get an actual TIE fighter built. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day and things are going well for you in your life. I'll see you next.